Bryan Levell stuns the world with a 9.82 personal best win at the Raiffeisen Austrian Open 2025. Is he now a contender for World's 2025 in the men's 100 meters? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know the next video drops. A release one today in Peter Lloyd World. Also enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And finally, leave your thoughts. So, ready? Yep, good to go. Well, there were two major events that took place today. So we're going to do something a little different with this video. We are going to cover both events. First up, let's talk about the Tampere Track and Field Meet 2025, which featured 4 Jamaicans, including Christopher Cobby Taylor in the men's 200 meters, chasing that qualification mark to be able to represent the island at this upcoming World Championships. Remember, he did come second behind Bryan Levell. In the men's 200 meters, Christopher Cobby Taylor took the 3rd spot in the men's 200 meter finals, running 20.33 seconds.
Nipussa ja hallussaan tällä hetkellä. Hyvin tullaan sieltä Dampilen ympäriltä sitten Taylor ja Michaelainen. Siinä on tiukka rintama ja on myös Figueroa siinä mukana. Purola ei tuohon kyytiin ehdi millään. Ja näin sieltä taitaa olla sitten, onko Jose Figueroa, joka tämän juoksun lopulta vie nimiin.
Now, as far as my memory serves me, I think the qualifying time for this year's World Championships in the men's 200 meters is 20.16. So it means that Christopher Cobby Taylor will have to try another meet to be able to make the qualifying mark. What happens if he doesn't make the qualifying mark? Him can't run. It's very straightforward. In the men's 110 meters hurdles, Jamaica scored its only win for the meet. Jamaica's LaFrance Campbell ran 13.50 to take the win in the men's 110 meters hurdles, becoming the only Jamaican of the 4 represented at the Tampere 2025 track and field meet to win in his event.
Ja siitä lähdetään sitten matkaan ja terävästi aloittaa ja Michaelainen tulee siitä keskeltä erinomaisesti. Hän siis tästä porukasta tällä kaudella kovinta vauhtia pitänyt, mutta sitten tilanne tasoittuu. Lakka tulee hyvin siinä kakkosrintamassa Kuusiniemen kanssa ja Michaelainen voittaa. Kuusiniemi on...
Congratulations to young LaFrance Campbell for the win at the Tampere 2025 track and field meet.
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
In the women's 200 meters, also at the Tampere 2025 track and field meet, Jamaica's Brianna Williams once again was on track. The women's 200 meters was won by Anne-Marie Kavakis in a time of 23.04, with Jamaica's Brianna Williams taking 3rd, running 23.33 seconds. Here is the race highlights.
MM-kisapaikka halusi ja tulee kyllä todella kovaa Williams sieltä, mutta lopussa aloittaa todella kovan vedon myös sieltä Kivikas ja Virolainen tulee hyvin. Tulee myös Nekubui siitä vierestä ja menevät siinä Williamsin ohi ja Virolaiselle 23.05 Kivikas.
Jamaica's Ashanti Wilson walked away with a 2nd place run in the men's 400 meters hurdles. The event was won by Botswana's Tishang in a time of 49.08, with Ashanti Wilson taking 2nd in 50.28 seconds. Here is that race highlight.
Tuollaiset 60 kovempaa tällä kaudella kuin Haapalainen niin juossut italialainen, mutta kisakärjessä siellä juoksee Kemorena Tisang Botswana 48.59 tilastoaika tältä kaudelta, 49.10 on voittoaika ja sieltä sitten
So Jamaica representing really well there at Tampere 2025, 1 win, a 2nd and 2/3 if my memory serves me correctly. So we did pretty well right there. Now let's hop on over to where I think this part of the video may be even more exciting, because Two big things, two big wins here for Jamaica. Jamaicans were also present at the Raiffeisen Austrian Open 2025. And one of those Jamaicans stunned the world, running the second fastest 100 meters thus far for the 2025 season. Yes, we're talking about none other than Bryan Levell. But before we look at Bryan Levell's race, let's talk about Christiana Williams, who ran also at the Raiffeisen event, taking on the women in the women's 100 meters. The women's 100 meters was won by Maya McCoy of the United States. She's been very, very busy this season. And she won in a new personal best of 10.96, which means this is people, that's what any athlete wants. A PB, medal, and some money. So really great run here by her, 10.96. And Jamaica's Christiana Williams took fourth in this one, running 11.39 seconds. Here is that race highlight.
Shotty. And McCoy's away very quickly. So too Williams. Williams at the moment and McCoy shoulder to shoulder. Now McCoy starting to pull away. And McCoy putting daylight between herself and the rest of the field. And she's gone.
Great run there by Christiana Williams. But then Ashanti Moore in the women's 200 meters, also at the Raiffeisen Austrian Open 2025. Well, not only did she walk away with the win, she scored a meet record in the process, and also she qualified for World Championships 2025 in the women's 200 meters. Now remember, she is the national champion as of 2025 in the women's 200 meters, but in winning, she did not yet run the qualifying time. And in this race, where she set a meet record, she also qualified herself for the World Championships in the women's 200 meters. So congratulations to your queen. Big up! Ashanti Moore won the women's 200 meters, meeting the qualifying time, running 22.40, just ahead of the other Jamaican, because, you know, it was a Quinella here. Candice McLeod ran 23.73. Yes, you heard me right. Candice McLeod ran 23.73 to take second, giving Jamaica it's a Quinella here in Austria.
A bit like a compatriot in the 200 meters for men, and it's Ashanti Moore racing away. So it's already done 22.66 this year, and that's going to be close to it.
Someone said big up Ashanti Moore meet record and meeting the world athletics qualifying time in the 200 meters. Now the man of the hour, people, is none other than Bryan Levell. And he has just been growing in leaps and bounds. I mean, I'm talking about leaps and bounds. One of the fastest men thus far in the men's 200 meters thus far for 2025. And he is now officially, Bryan Levell is now the second fastest man in the 100 meters thus far for the 2025 season. Yeah, you heard me right. Bryan Levell stunned the world, myself included, running an astounding 9.82 wind legal run here in Austria. Can we say possible sweep? Possible sweep? Because Jamaica now have the three fastest men in 100 meters thus far for 2025. You know. We have Kishane with his time of 10.75. Bryan Levell now just ran a new personal best of 9.82, and of course Oblique Seville with 9.83. Too soon? Anyway, let's look at the race highlights and talk about the race itself. Bryan Levell wins the men's 100 meters in a very impressive 9.82 with a win of plus 1.3 meters per second, setting, well, his new personal best and winning in very commanding fashion. Here is that race highlight.
Malenga again is away very quickly. Lavell, though, slow start, but now the big, tall, strong Jamaicans into his running, and he comes through and he's absolutely dominated the race.
Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. Jamaica now has the 3 fastest men in the world so far for 2025, according to World Athletics. As you can see right here, I just named them. All 3. Number 1, of course, Kishane Thompson with that insane 9.75. Then there's, of course, now Bryan Levell running that 9.82. And then, of course, Lavell running 9.83. People, this is cause to celebrate. 2 years ago, I constantly did videos where I kept saying, the men are back, you're just not seeing it yet, you're not looking at the numbers. And people kept saying, no, the man them done. I'm sorry if you're not Jamaican, let me break it down. They were saying, no, you are incorrect. And once more, I was right. Lavell's coach, boy, what can I say? Ms. Osborne, hats off. Almost anybody you touch seemed to be doing very well. People, for context, 9.82 is a heck of a time. That's one serious time. And he seems to be trending only in the right direction. I don't think he's at his peak. I think he can actually go a little faster. This is a very, very good look. I don't believe Jamaica has had the top 3 fastest men in the world over the 100 meters in years, if ever. I mean, this is something that would have happened in Bolt's and Johan Blake's time. 9.82, excellently executed race. He is now a contender. So that's the question. Is Bryan Levell now a contender? Well, look, common sense states simply because he ran 9.82. Yeah, he is definitely a contender. And I'm going to be honest with you, I never thought of Bryan Levell running this time this year. I was kind of thinking he probably could do it next year. I never really thought of him in the top 3, top 4, top 5 at Worlds. But if he continues to trend in this direction, Jamaica, this is going to be a battle. Kishane Thompson might have to be looking around. I mean, I think Kishane Thompson's biggest competitors are going to come from Oblique and Bryan Levell. The only disadvantage Lavell has at this point is his lack of experience at that level. But he seems to be a very level-headed young man. And Ms. Osborne is a very experienced and clearly a very, very good coach. Elaine Thompson. Anyway, yeah, I did that. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done it, but hey. So, people, Lavell is now a contender. There is no question. So Jamaica, for the first time in, if ever, has the 3 fastest men on the planet heading in a month out from World Championships. It doesn't get much better than this. And all I want is for them to all remain healthy. So for context, Jamaica now has the 3 fastest men in the world. Kishane Thompson, 9.75. Bryan Levell, 9.82. Lavell, 9.83. There is a distinct possibility of a sweep. It's not an impossibility. We're just about a month, 5 weeks out of Worlds. We can now be taken very seriously. Lavell seems to be coming into best form at the right time. I don't think he's at his peak. I don't think Kishane is at his peak. And clearly looking at Oblique Seville, the battle may just be between the 3 Jamaicans to walk away with the gold. Now, we cannot underestimate Noah Lyles. Like I said, I don't know how he does it, but he tends to do it. But is Bryan Levell a contender? Obviously. 9.82? Yeah. If you're running anything other than 9.84 at this point, you are a contender in the men's 100 meters. And this bodes well for the island of Jamaica. It's a really, really good look. Can Lavell go faster? Yes, I honestly think he can. He's very young. He's the youngest of the 3. He's improving consistently in the last 12 to 18 months. He just continues to improve. He's just getting better and better and better. Like I said, the only disadvantage I think he has at this point is his lack of experience at that level, and we saw what that did to Kishane Thompson. So hopefully Ms. Osborne has gotten him a sports psychologist who will work on that aspect of him. Yes, I would like to see 3 Jamaicans battling for that gold. And we have a sweep. The women did it. I think this could be the year when the men do it. We did it in the 200 meters years ago, but it's not an impossibility. Like I said, we can't count anyone else out. There are other very, very dangerous athletes out there, but it is a really nice look and a psychological boost to see Jamaica first, Jamaica second, Jamaica third in terms of the men 100 meters, fastest time for 2025. And the times aren't monkey times. They're not joke times. They're serious times. 9.75, fastest time in two plus years. 9.82 is no walk in the park. 9.83 is no walk in the park. So is he a contender? Without a doubt. Let's see if he can handle the psychological aspect of this. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think Jamaica could sweep? And do you think Bryan Levell can handle this psychologically? Now, don't forget to support the channel, people. Check out our merch store at prettyfire.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings and queens. Bless up!